Alright, Shalom Israel. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at great millstone. And Shalom to the elect men doing his work in truth and in sincerity. This is Sirach 27:3. It says, unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall be soon overthrown. Alright? And what does that word diligently mean? Diligence. Okay. It says having or showing care and consciousness in one's work or duties. So right, the scriptures say that basically unless a man, diligently, show care about this truth, show care about serving the Lord, his house shall be soon overthrown. Alright? And how do you diligently, show care, or how do you diligently serve the Lord? By constantly praying, by constantly try to throw up fast, by constantly meditating on your flaws, on the things that you could do better, by constantly watching the apostles. We give honest, we give double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS. So we got to constantly watch them, man, to see what manner of person we ought to be, man. By reading, meditation, all of that, man. That's how you constantly hold yourself in the fear of the Lord. All right, let me go back. His house shall soon be overthrown, and we see that to be true through the scriptures, man. We see that to be true through the scriptures. Well, when our people didn't follow Moses, when our people didn't follow the different judges that the Lord set up for them to follow in the book of Judges. Who else? Joshua, David. Our people didn't follow the men that the Lord set up. What, the Lord had no choice but to bust their ass, man. Just like now, man, our people don't follow us, being the prophets of the Lord, being the mouthpiece of the Lord, going out there, week in and week out, showing our people they transgressions. And what? Well, our people getting shot down in the streets, man, under the hand of the so-called white man. What the Lord said, man, in Deuteronomy 28th chapter, that if you don't follow these laws, man, if you don't follow my laws, all these things are gonna come happening to you. In which case now, what, we under the heathen, man. All right. So it says, I'm gonna skip to verse 9. It says, the birds will resort unto their light, so will truth return unto them that practice in her. So right. So will the Most High. So basically, that's saying, so will the Most High continue to bless you with wisdom if you practice in her. And which, what I was saying before, how you practice in her by being diligent, showing care, trying to talk to her, trying to spend time with her more. What? Then she's gonna, Then she's gonna want to in turn be around you. She's gonna want to in turn be around you, come back to you, be cleave unto you. All right, because now she knows that she can trust you. All right. It says, as the lion lieth and wait for the prey, so sin for them that work iniquity. Right, and with that point, I wanted to get Tobit 4 and 5, because in this story, this basically meets the point of how you got to diligently seek the Lord. And then in this chapter, Tobit basically was about to pass away. So this is one of the first lessons out of the many lessons that he told his son Tobias. It says, my son, be mindful of the Lord our God all thy days, and let not thy will be set to sin. Right, and what does that mean? Let not thy will be set to sin. How you let your will be set to sin, man? So, because you could probably just feel like, I'm in this wicked flesh, and which that's true. So you are subject to sin. But at the same time, you could let your will be subject to sin by not watching your doings, man, by not examining yourself. That what the scriptures say, examine thyself, lest thy be in the faith, man. Or to transgress his commandments. So it says, and let not thy will be set to sin or to transgress his commandments. So you could inherently, transgress the Most High's commandments by what? By not, you could inherently transgress the Most High's commandments by not being on your A game, man. All right. So I'm gonna go back to Deuteronomy. I meant Sirach. I said Deuteronomy. Sirach, the 27th chapter. This is verse 11. Well, I'm gonna go back to 10. It says, so as the lion lieth in wait for the prey, so sin for them that work iniquity. So inherently, what? You're working iniquity. By what? By not constantly being on your A game, man. Alright, it says the discourse of a God. And if you're not constantly working on your A game, if you're not constantly working on yourself, what? Then the Most High could count you as a hypocrite, man. You going out there on the highways and hedges, judging the Most High's people. But what? You're not right yourself, man. So it says, so sin for them that work iniquity. Alright, it says the discourse of a godly man is always with wisdom, but a fool changes as the moon. So right, you consider yourself a man of the Lord, a prophet of the Lord. What? The discourse of a godly man is always with wisdom. Alright? Day in and day out, what? You're going to be asking the Lord, praying to the Lord, asking him to direct your steps, man, in the right way. To ask him to allow you to be maintain your integrity, man. You're going to be asking the Lord, in each and every step you make, you're going to be asking the Lord, is this the right step? Should I be doing this? Or maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But Lord, allow me, put it in my spirit to do right by you. So, basically that was it, man. Brethren, just remember, to continue, to fear the Lord. In which case, the Lord will look after you, man. Let me read it real quick, real quick again. And let's say, man, hold himself diligently in the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown. So hold yourself diligently in the Lord, so you don't have to worry about your house being overthrown. And, worry about in them last days the Lord not being with you. So, with that, Lord willing, brethren was edified. Shalom, Makim.